Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from today. Welcome back to another discussion with us. We have Vimal, Deepti, Praveen, Andrews, Deepa, and me, Kavya. So we are today we are going to discuss about how you can work at your 9 to 5 to pay your bills, and after your 9 to 5, how you can actually build your dreams working for your own dreams, right? Like for from 6 to 9, you can give like 2 to 3 hours for your own dreams, right? So the idea behind this is that you can do your job for necessities, right? You have to pay your bills and everything, so you have to do your job, that's for your necessity. But after coming from your job, there are a lot of people who just spend their time watching Netflix and like getting themselves like entertained, and they want to relax and everything. But the main thing here is you can't skip 9 to 5 because you need that, because you want to pay the bills. But after that, if you can sacrifice like at least 2 to 3 hours of your day to build your own life, right? So that is where you're building your life. By going for 9 to 5, you're not actually building your life, you're just paying your bills with that, right? So today we are going to discuss about how we started this business and why we started, and how we are actually working on our dreams and how we are building our life. Okay, so let's start with Deepti, what is your take on it?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Dipti. I'm from Calgary, Canada. I'm a housewife and mom of two children. Like many moms and housewives, I had a dream. I had a big dream, ambitions, and desire to do something for myself, but no extra income to make them a reality. I used to work before. That only covers my sum of bills. I survive like 9 to 5. I can survive, but I have a lot of dreams. If I want to fulfill my dreams, I needed some extra income. I have to create some passive income. And then I realized if I kept relying on my one job, my life wouldn't change. Um, my life wouldn't change, and that's when I started looking for ways to create passive income, something that works for me. Even when I wasn't working, being a wife, being a mom, being a wife, being a mom, I have a family responsibilities. I wanted to contribute and support my husband with financial. Even I also wanted to contribute. I also wanted to regain my confidence and do something needed. But I needed something flexible, and then I started looking for opportunity that would allow me to work from home without sacrificing my family time. But I knew I didn't want a second job, because I didn't want to trade my hours for money. But I needed something flexible, proven, and scalable. See, let's be honest. There are so many online scams out there, so many get rich schemes out there, but I didn't want to waste my time and money. And then I found this digital business digital business model that aligns with my lifestyle. It wasn't about selling products to family and friends. It was about using automation and smart strategies to create income online. For me, this business is like a game changer. Now I have a system that generates income even when I'm sleeping, even when I'm spending time with my family. you know uh, the, like I have a lot of dreams. One of my dreams, like I always wanted to dream of like travel whole world. um, because of this business, I can make a plan, maximum vacation on a year, in a year. Even if I wanted to buy something expensive for my kids or for myself, I don't have to depend on my husband. See, it's all about priorities. We all have a 24 hours, but how we use them, that makes difference. Instead of using my social media or watching someone else videos, or watching TV in the evening, I started dedicated a couple of hours to build my business. See, it's been a 5 months to join this business. At the beginning, I found some challenges balancing kids, family, and learning something new. But I always reminded myself, if I keep doing what I have always doing, nothing will change. So if I dedicated 2 to 3 hours a day with consistently, I can build my business from home with the right mentorship and the community for their guidance and support made all the difference. So take action. See, perfection is not required, but progress is, right? So start small, stay consistent. Soon your 6 to 9 will create life that you always dreamed of. So I just want to say one last thing, to all mom: don't put your dreams on hold. um, Being a wife, being a mother does not have mean that you have to sacrifice your dreams. You don't have to choose between family and financial independence. So just take believe in yourself, take action, and dream big. That's all I have to say.
Awesome. Thank you, Deepti. Yeah, and I think it's a blessing for all moms out there, especially women who have actually who couldn't go back to their jobs after after they had their children and everything. So it's a flexible business they can start. So like Deepti said, don't put your dreams on hold, right? So even if you are a mom, even if you have a career break, you can still restart your life, right? So this is a opportunity for you to restart where you have left, right? So yeah, thank you for that, Deepti. Okay, so shall we go with Praveen? Praveen, what do you have to say?
Hello everyone. Myself Praveen. So I live in US and I have experience of almost 15 plus years in corporate environment. So as mostly like everyone in the business, so most of us so started our 9 to 5 job and then we use that salary or use that saving to start this business. So same like me. So most of us out there use this 9 to 5 to make that salary and then they use that salary to start any investment. So initially 5 years as an employee, I really enjoyed working it. I was excited to go to work. The reason is because I feel that that was the um, kind of outcome of my school days and then my college. So whatever I did the hard work in school and college, I'm getting paid for it. So that was my excitement to go to work at that time. But when the situation changes, when I come into the family life and then when my lifestyle changes, I feel that the money that I'm making was insufficient. So I was looking for something else. So and then what I did was I thought like, okay, let me do something after the working hours. I thought to do something and I started to drive Uber. So I will be driving Uber for like 3 hours, and then during the weekends I'll be driving Uber. And at the end of the day, my income increased, but at the same time I have to pay more tax because I'm into two jobs. So my income is high, and I have to pay more tax. So at the end of the day, whatever I'm driving, it's not making any sense to me. So that's when I realized that I need to do something like instead of making money, I want to do something that to make money work for me. Then only I came to know about this online business. So the main advantage for me is I don't have to spend more time in this. Like 3 hours per day is more than sufficient to build what I need for me and then to achieve all my dreams. So with the work, it is always fixed. So I cannot take my work anywhere. So if I want to take, for example, I'm here and then if I want to go on vacation, I need to ask permission from my manager. I need to have all those access to change the VPN and all those things. But with my business, I can take my business anywhere. So if I'm going for camping, I did took my business when I was camping, and then in coffee shops, and then while waiting for my car service, I took my business, and then while waiting for picking my kids from school, I took my business. So this business is flexible, and I can take it anywhere, and then I can benefit out of it. Another thing nowadays is the job security. Previously, if you're very talented, if you have some specific skills in your domain, yeah, the company see you as an asset. But nowadays, with the evolution of AI, no one is considered as an asset. So if you say like my salary is not sufficient, they say okay, go and find a better job. So they will tell you out to your face. And the other thing is the commute to work. So I still remember, I think like 5 or 6 years in my career, I need to start my job at 6 a.m., but I need to travel like 1.5 hours. So I have to wake up at 3:30 in the morning, catch the train at 4:15, and then I have to be in the meeting at 6 a.m. dot. So if I miss the train, then I need to drive the car, and then I need to exceed my speed limits, and then I need to be there at 6 o'clock. And then the evening I'll reach home at only at 7. So I miss everything, my family time, my energy, and my lifestyle was totally different. I couldn't survive in the job for more than 4 months. So, but in my business, so I can, as I mentioned, like I can carry my business anywhere and then enjoy the comfort. The only thing is, it is my choice. So if I have a choice for my future, I will use that 3 hours or 4 hours, whatever is remaining after the job, after that 9 to 5, and then I'll make use of it. And also, whatever money I'm making, instead of saving, I will be investing it for a better future. For example, if I save like $1,000 now, and then after 5 years, the value of $1,000 will not be the same because of the inflation. It might have increased. So the thing that I can buy for $1,000 today will not be, I will not be able to buy it after 5 years. It will be totally different. So instead of keeping that money in the saving account, I would rather invest and then make my money grow along with inflation. Yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Praveen. Great points. Especially the that you can take your business anywhere you go, right? And many people don't understand that. Okay, I'm working from home at my job, so I can go on vacation and work from there. Also, is what they think. But like you said, you need permission from people, right? You need to change the VPN and everything. So it's not actually very easy to go travel and do your job along with that, and you will people will surely get to know that you're on travel and you're on vacation and you're doing this job. So I don't think that's possible. But yeah, thank you for that. And like you said, yes, you'll have to invest your money and make your money grow rather than just save it and put it in a bank and put it in your savings account, right? So if you have not like come across this, or if you don't know about how to invest money, you'll have to learn that. That's the financial what do you say, knowledge you would need. Because like Praveen said, it's of no use saving the money because it will not grow, right? $1,000 that you've saved today, if you want to buy something for $1,000 now, and you think that okay, I'll like, you need to save $3,000 to buy something, and you'll start saving $3,000 from today, and after 3 years you would know that $3,000 is not enough to buy that, because the cost of that has already increased. So you have to again save more money to buy the same thing, right? So try to invest your money on something which can give you money in return, right? Invest on your own skill so that it can give you some money back. Okay, right? So yeah, that's, thank you for that, Praveen. So let's go with Vimal. Vimal, what do you have to say?
Hi, Kavya. Thank you. So, guys, just to give you a brief introduction, right? So, I was an ex-engineering manager in a software company, and I spent close to 20 years working in the corporate world. So, right now I'm not working. I'm doing this business full time, and what I like about this business is that I discovered it after I left my job. But the beauty of this thing is that a lot of people who talk to me, right, I tell them you don't even need to leave your job. Right, you can start this business while working in your job. So I mean, okay, I'm a risk taker. I left thing to pursue something because I was like real tired of working in the corporate world, right? So that's why I took this leap. But you don't have to, right? So if you don't want to take that risk, yeah, it perfectly works. In fact, I'd encourage you, right, that don't waste your time. See, if you're working in a job, spend your 9 to 5, because you need to pay the bills, you've got a family to take care of, and you need to, so don't let that thing, you don't cut down on that. Continue with your job, right? But you can use the rest of the time that you have to build a business on the side, and that's what we teach over here also, right? How you can set up a business completely on the side. All the systems are given, right? You don't have to. So I mean, why I say this is important is because there was a time when I also was looking that what can you start as a side hustle, and believe me, there are 100 ideas out there, okay? But none of them give you an end-to-end picture of anything, right? Because everybody talks about a small aspect. Yeah, you can do drop shipping, but do you know how to get a drop shipping business started end to end? Right? Do you know what products you're going to sell? Do you know how are you going to get people to come and visit your website and buy from you? Nobody knows it, right? So since the information that's available in the world, right, is all fragmented. So you get to see small pieces of the puzzle here and there, but that doesn't give you an end-to-end picture. So the good thing, what I like about our system is that here we teach you the end-to-end thing, right? We give you, and it's sort of, I mean, the price that we are giving this to people is like ridiculously low, right? So I would encourage anybody, don't leave your job. If you want to get something started on the side, definitely spend a few hours in a day. Just imagine, right? If you working in a job from 9 to 5, and then 6 to 9 is where you're working on your dream life, your dream project. Work on it on the side, and within just a few, I mean, maybe months or maybe years, but you know that there is a clear defined path that you can design the life that you have dreamt of, right? Because what I felt in the corporate life is, right, you're getting money. Okay. I was earning well, I was decently earning well, but what I always felt is that, what am I doing? What is my contribution to society? Am I doing something that my heart also feels? And I realized the answer to that is simply no. I'm not. Like, either the mode I am in was, you're talking about living your dream life and everything. I am barely surviving over here. So in a job, it is that you're barely surviving, paycheck to paycheck, and you're here for 20 years. You're living paycheck to paycheck. Yes, you are earning well, but uh, is it fulfilling you, right? Is it making your life rich? So I felt that no, it's not making my life rich. I want to do something else. Okay. I realized this in my 40s, but I want to make that move soon. Okay. And I feel that, anybody who talks to me about it, I would advise that, don't overthink it, don't overanalyze, you know just trust me. Trust me, bro, and join this thing and check it out. Okay, because we are giving all the systems that you need. And work in your 9 to 5, and the 6 to 9, use it to build your dream life. That's what I would advise to anybody. Yeah, thanks,
Awesome.
Kavi.
Thank you, Vimal. And like you said, this business can be done along with your job, right? And that's what we are talking about today. So you can work at your job from 9 to 5, but after that, try to build your own life, right? Like you that the job is actually necessary for you to start a business, right? We need money to start a business, so you have to fuel your job's income for your business or to build your life, right? So I recently saw another video where the lady was saying that you have passion, but passion might not feed you. Right. So for that, to pay your bills, to put your food on your table, you need job in as the starter, right? But you can't let that consume your life completely, right? You can't let be at a job forever and then retire just at your 60s or 70s and then say, okay, I'm now retired and I can just rest. No, it's not that, right? Life is more. You have more to life, so you have to travel. You want to spend more time with your children and all those. That can be done only with your own business or whatever you have for your own, right? So you can't depend on anybody else to, like, you can't be in a constant fear that, okay, what if tomorrow I get laid off, what if tomorrow something happens. That should not be your life. So use your 9 to 5 to build your dreams, right? So work on your dreams after you've finished your 9 to 5. But like Vimal said, 2 to 3 years from now, you're sacrificing those 3 to 4 hours after your job, but that those 3 to 4 hours for the next 2 or 3 years can actually completely change your lifestyle, right? So you don't have to go to your 9 to 5 maybe, right? If you don't want to. So that will be your choice. Only if you want, you can go, right? So that choice should be there is what we are saying. So for that, you have to work after your 9 to 5. Right? So yeah, thank you, Vimal. So Andrews, what is your take?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Kavya. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrews. I live in Melbourne with my family here. I'm a civil engineer by profession. Now I'm doing this digital business as a full time. Uh, so my story is something related to what already Praveen spoke about. So the reason is it all depends on what our mindset and what our nature is. So okay, so and regarding this 9 to 5 and 6 to 9 concept, for me, like, time is the greatest asset. So why I tell you, say, as a civil engineer, I think when you go back, I was a 2013 graduate. So as soon as I came out as a civil engineer, I always wanted to be outside, and that's my nature, that I want to make uh, build my network and always go out, travel, and all that. So I can't sit in one place. So even if I be in this like Melbourne for a month or 2 months, I need to step out of Melbourne for a period of time, for a weekend or something. So I can't stay at one place. That's my nature. So when during that time when I came out, so I used to go on site work. So and my friends used to work in the corporate world in the IT sector. As you all know, like during that time, there was no concept of work from home. So work from home was like once in a while people used to take, depending on their situations. If they need anything, they used to take permission from their managers and do work from home for 1 or 2 days. But since the COVID hit, like that's when the work from home full time concept have come, and that's in full fledged. So during that time, like when I was working, I used to like feel pity about my IT professional friends, literally, because if I was that person, probably I would have like left my job in a year or something. I don't know whether it's enjoyable or not. For me, probably I wouldn't have enjoyed much. So later, now considering like me working in this construction industry, I did came here for masters and I started working in different cities here. So my job always used to work start around like 6 a.m. And then by the time I finish, it will be 6 p.m. And then I by the time I come home, it will be like 7:30. So when I was single, I always used to enjoy. So that's my Monday to Friday, and then every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I used to enjoy a lot, as long as I was single. And later, I got married. Now I have a kid, so my perspective of thinking and seeing the things have changed a lot. So because like when my baby was born, so after 3 months, he started recognizing. So I was still doing the same thing, so I was earning good enough. And then when the family, like had my own family, the family grew up, my expenses have become more. So it was hard to save money. Nothing was sufficient. And then by the time I mostly I'll be outside the home, and by the time I come home, so I'll be already exhausted. So if I want to make extra money, what is the other source? So most of my friends, they do work from home and they do Uber in the evenings. But for me, I was already outside for the whole day, more than 12 hours. And then when I come home, I can't you know come home just to freshen up and again go out and drive Uber. So for me, the only other option is to work something online. So when it comes to online, I had a perspective. I'm not a expert in IT, or expert in any like technical stuff. But yeah, so I was looking something to what I could do. So finally, I've come across. I mean, like I didn't do, but I didn't explore much because I didn't have much time for that. So but still my money, again I was running out my savings. So when it was too much, like I was going through all that, then what I've decided is I had bit of savings, so I've quit my job because I wanted to do something. I thought like at least I'll take a break, and I started exploring like in the online space, like what it could. uh, so finally I found this, I started this business. Now it gives me so much time. But what I realized is like, if I if I knew this opportunity while I was already working, the best part is probably, as I said, like Monday to Friday is my busy days. Probably weekends I would have spent much time, and since it is like automation and there is lot of the funnel system and everything, it runs behind. You don't have to work 24/7, but it actually works 24/7 if you spend like a couple of hours at least. So probably I could have spent much time on a weekends, because my weekends, I remember I used to whatever I earn during the weekdays, I used to spend on weekends, because I thought like that's life. So I have to explore, spend all the money. So I didn't have any liability, or I didn't even have a mindset to invest on something. So that's when I was single. But when family came, my family grew, like my expenses and everything, and the whatever the money I was earning, it wasn't sufficient. Then also I have also realized, like even if I go for better job or better pay, I already knew I don't save much because I was already paying 45% taxes. So that's a top scale in Australian pay scale. So I was already sitting there. So whatever I do, as like Praveen said, if I work, it's like mostly I'm working for the government. So something I should start off my own, where I can save on taxes and also build my own wealth. That's when I realized and I started. So what I want to give advice to the people already in the 9 to 5 jobs, or already have a time constraint that they can't work. At least this business opportunity allows you to work in your own time. Like if you find time on just on a weekends, you can just work in your own time. So that kind of flexibility is available, and then you're always supportive. You got like supportive community, and then you don't have to be an expert. uh, so some people, like just like me, like as a civil engineer or mechanical engineer who goes to a manufacturing unit, so they don't have time to be at home. But what they could do is like this opportunity, like when you build something of for yourself, so you have a confidence that it will take care of me. So probably you may look for a better job where only 8 hours of time you can spend there and then work. So and in the meantime, if while looking for such kind of jobs, if there is a gap, you can spend all your time for your business, and that will take care of you until then. So I'm not against the 9 to 5 jobs, but you have to consider, but you need to also build something of your own, so that that takes care of you. Because 9 to 5 job, it's not there, there's nothing for you to do it. So, and job market is very uncertain in the especially in these days. So you should definitely consider that. um, yeah. So start something of your own, and if you want to do in your own terms, I think we are all always there. And then this kind of support, I think it's hard to find anywhere, any other online platforms. Yeah. Thanks, Kavya.
Thank you, Andrews. So yeah, most of you have, all of us have mostly told about, like, if you want extra income, you'll always go with multiple jobs, right? That's our first option. Like next, maybe I can do another job, maybe I can go drive a Uber. So it's all another job you're doing, right? So we are talking about having something of your own, right? So start building something of your own, and for that 9 to 5 is a necessity. So we are not against, like Andrew said, it's not against 9 to 5, and we are actually, we suggest you to have a 9 to 5 to have this business, right? To have any business out there, so you need some income, because not any business that you start, it will not give you profit just in the next day, right? It will take time for you to build your business. So for that you need 9 to 5 to support you, right? So you can't, like I said, your passion, you have a passion for something, and you can't just quit your job and start that, because for that you'll need some time, or a few years to build that. So yeah, thank you, Andrews. So Deepa, what's
Good morning, all. How are you all doing? So, my name is Deepa. Actually, by profession, I'm an MRI technologist, and for the past 14 years, I'm working here in UAE. So, we can say I'm a representative of the Middle East people. So, when I go through what Praveen said and Andrew said and Vimal said, many things gone through my mind. So, like around 2010, when I came for the very beginning in UAE. So, while I was working in India, so at that time there was a saying, "Oh, you are in healthcare industry, so anyway you will have a job." Healthcare industry people, they will not be, because people will be getting sick, and you belongs to an exclusively unavoidable or unavoidable part of the medical field. It's a radiology. So anyway, they have to diagnose the patient according to the image that I am producing. So I fall to that category. So that is that the job security will be there. It was like that. So anyway, from India, of course, my salary in Indian rupees at that time, immediately after I start my studies, I just started my job. So of course, the how will be the trainees they are treating, the salary will be like this. Like for example, I will say my initial salary was like around 3,000, even though it is a 3,000 rupees. And from that also there is cutting and all, because that was a charitable hospital. So they are indirectly telling us, okay, you do charity, that's it, not for you, are not working for you, you are working for charity. So from there, when we are working, so we will have an aim that, okay, at that time I was like, I wanted to fly from this country, I cannot be like that. So of course I did after 4 years, because I took time to study all the modalities there. After 4 years, 2010, I came in UAE. So when I was receiving my salary offer letter from my UAE, one of the big group of hospitals, I was like, yes, wow. From Indian rupees, when I change, it was like, yeah, it is more than one lakh. It's almost more than 1 lakh Indian rupees per month. I was like, I was in the cloud nine. Okay, I came here. So when I came here, of course, I got obviously two responsibilities. I took myself, because already my age was around 25 plus by that time. So I have to get married already. So I took the responsibility of shouldering all the expense for my marriage. So I know that my parents don't have that financial. They belongs to the we belongs to the very lower middle class family. So I know I don't want to trouble my parents, just because that is what was my aim since I was studying time. I want to support my parents. I don't want to trouble them by any means. So naturally, as I am the elder one in my family, I took the responsibility. So I took two big responsibilities. One, I have to shoulder. I have to accumulate the money for my marriage. And another thing is that I start building my house. My house was like kind of very old. Every time when I heard there is raining in India, I feel something in my heart that my parents are there, my brother is there. Even though he's working in army, at that time in his small age he joined army. So, but still, I started the building a new house. So of course, obviously, when I came to UAE, that 1 lakh rupees per month, it just turned it into UAE dirhams. And for me, I find that no, I cannot make these two things. So obviously, I started getting a loan, and I just sent it to India. So from that time, from my salary, a part of that, it started going for the loan. Okay, and of course from the remaining salary I have to do many things, because even the loan amount, it will not, of course, how much is the cost for building a house, even back 2010 also. So I started falling into the that cycle. So of course, after 2 years I got married. And marriage, of course, it will exceed our expectation and limits. So I was almost reached after that. So again, the loan that I took, I already I prepared my mind, I have to top it up. So that is another trap. So slowly just got married. Okay, I fall into that credit cards and loan, trap. So there was nothing much more exciting. Even when the salary will come, I know it will not finish. So as the topic is 9 to 5 pay your bills, even before just after my kids born, even my 9 to 5 is not paying for my bills. My bills was much more high. So at that time I was thinking that many of my friends are in the Western countries. They are getting high, good pay, And I also, if I go there, I will also get good pay, because here in UAE in healthcare we cannot, if we are working in healthcare, we cannot work for multiple jobs. So at that time I was so excited, like when my friends are saying, yeah, I was working in one hospital and I can work other 2 3 hospitals, because all of them were single, they were not married. So I was like, oh, I cannot work like that here in UAE, because here if we are licensed with one company, you cannot get another license for working for another company. Otherwise, no, there is no job we can do extra. So I consider this as my limitation. But later, time being, when I heard from my friends, yeah, so that, going extra shift is not that easy. Yeah, but what we are earning means like a $100 extra or $200 extra maximum. And all of them, when they slowly started their family, they started telling the difficulties. Oh, now as I started picking 2 3 jobs extra, I made up my, all things I can manage only with this thing. So even I got my kid, I don't have time to sit with my kid. But here in my case, I was regretting that why they are not starting. So at least I can manage finding some extra amount. So, but still, I took time until 2023 to search for an, side income which I can escape from, because I find, in one of Malayalam cinema, there is a comedy that one guy is trying to escape from a villain and he using bicycle, and he get into that bicycle, and he is, trying his level best, but he find that he's not moving, and the big well built guy is lifting the bicycle from the back. and, and he is still. So that was my situation. So since 2010 I am riding this bicycle, I didn't reach anywhere. My situation become more so we used to tell this, analogy in a comedy way. So there are many times that we used to stretch ourselves to meet the ends without a side income, so that we used to cut some of the things, which we like to do. Or, one of the things is that going to vacation to my place to see my parents or see our parents. Or because in the peak time, the school vacation time, the air ticket are going to space, not through air. So all these things that we can cut only that travel, but we also need some, that stressful job, we need some relaxation to see our parents or relatives or friends in India. But that that one we deserve, but we have to cut it. That why? Because I don't have money. Because if I go for a vacation, booking flight ticket for our family and staying there for like at least 15 to 20 days, even we cannot exceed more, because we will not get, more time for vacation, because we are working for someone. So another thing is that after I come back, I will, already I have big responsibilities for my credit cards and debts and all, but I am adding another one exclusively for this vacation time, and that it will cost around 2 to 3 lakhs in Indian rupees, 2 to 3 lakhs extra. So only to solve that debt, I need to make my, all the expenses which I made in the credit card for travel booking and the return booking and all the expenses which I need to meet from my place. I have to make it into installment, EMI with interest, and it will take another 1 year. And before I finish paying that, there will be another things coming. The big things are the school fees of the kids. So that means my 9 to 5 job is not taking me anywhere, so I am into more deep debt only. So at that time, when I was thinking that once the healthcare job was so safe, and even though every industry in UAE find difficulty in layoff and all, I was still thinking that, yeah, I belongs to healthcare. But in healthcare also there is layoffs happening. Okay, and unexpected salary deduction. And if you are not in a good terms with, in my case, if you are not in a good terms with how the politics in our workplace, if you are not matching with that, of course you will be the scapegoat of, you know, many things. And by the end, maybe in my case, how it affected, I got my salary reduction, and it's a big amount. So even though we already bounded with many, you know, loops around our neck, so I cannot escape by simply saying that, okay, I will resign and go from here. No, before you take that decision, you have to think not twice, not more than 10, because if if you resign, after you resign to get a job, because nowadays the job getting is, even in healthcare industry, it's very difficult. So I need to spend minimum 6 to 7 months. I don't have money to survive. No, I don't have money to, you know, pay my credit card bills. Just credit card bills. There is another things in the back end happening. Okay, so this is the situation. So at that time, when I hit it with a good amount of salary deduction, that was my wake up call. Then I tried to find another business opportunity. I was not actually looking for a business. I was looking for extra something. I will work for that, or like, then obviously I started looking for YouTube videos and Instagram videos to know, okay, how I can, because I was a person with zero. I know only copy paste, you know, related to my related to my that softwares that we are using for our you know, workflow. That only I was familiar with. The rest of the things I don't know. So in short, luckily I got this business by 2023 end, because I desperately wanted for something and I got it. And when I happened to know all the things about the business after I paid the $149, I didn't procrastinate myself. I know already I was in a big debt, and I know there is investment, and still I didn't think that, okay, no, I need to, I don't want this, I don't have money. I know that this, I don't have money, because of this business I can turn into, yeah, I have enough money now. And I don't have time, I can turn into, I have enough time now. So this business will taking me to that freedom for my dreams, which maybe it will take 1 year, maybe it will take 2 years, no problem, because I did almost 15 years, I reached nowhere. So here I have a guarantee, because this is a proven system. So I will reach that level. I know. So that is how I find this business. It will definitely help me to go to my dreams. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepti. Deepti has a long story. When you hear her story, it is like she has gone through a lot of things, but she's a very jovial person. She takes everything in a like comedy mode, like how she explained, right? Like that's the loop that we are in, right? You are thinking that you are at a job and you're going forward, and you're still at that same position. Maybe you're going deep into that debt. So come out of it as soon as possible, realize that as soon as possible, right? So you should not take 30 years and then think that, okay, I should have tried something apart from my 9 to 5 job, right? So try coming out of that loop, realize that you are in a loop. Your 9 to 5 is not going to take you anywhere. You will be in the same position. Maybe you'll be going deep into more debts, thinking that, okay, I'll join 3 more jobs, but that those 3 more jobs are also giving you the same thing. That $100 extra will not take you anywhere, right? So you have to build something that can give you passive income, which doesn't make you go for another debt, right? But if you're going to start a business, that takes money for sure. For that you need your 9 to 5, and that investment will actually give you returns. You're not just taking another debt which is just taking money out of your pocket, right? You will get that money back. So invest on something that can actually give you returns, right? So thank you, Deepa. So Saptashi, what do you have to say?
Hi everyone, I'm Saptarshi. I'm originally from Kolkata, India, and I'm currently staying in Mumbai. So, I just wanted to say that if you want to build $1 million business, you need to be in vibration of $1 million people. You need to have an abundance mindset. So for that, what I normally do is After I wake up, I don't start scrolling Instagram, YouTube, and all those stuffs. Okay, so whenever you get up from sleep, you should always do some productive stuffs. Okay, so sometimes I go out for a walk. Okay, after that, I do some meditation. Okay, so 15 minutes meditation and visualization. So when you are building your dream life, okay, you need to do visualization and everything. It helps you stay motivated daily. So I do all those things, visualization. After visualization, I read books, like which will help to develop your mindset. Okay, so this makes me ready for the entire day. So then after that, we have a wonderful platform in our business where successful people share golden nuggets every week. We we call them masterminds. So I watch those masterminds after that, and I learned many things from them because they are the people who are very highly successful in a business, and whatever they share are golden nuggets. So I watch those masterminds in morning. After that, my work starts. Okay, so my work starts from my IT. As I'm an IT professional, my IT shift starts from around 12 or 12:30 till 9 or 9:30. So, but what I normally do is like I don't try to sit for entire 9 hours. Okay, what I try to do, whatever tasks I get, okay, I divide those tasks. Okay, this much task I will do today. Remaining task I will do tomorrow. I'll not sit for entire 9 hours or 12 hours and do that today only. Okay, I just divide those tasks. That this much task I will do. I will complete today. Remaining I will do tomorrow, and the other. I divide the task on basis of priority of like the tasks are my IT tasks, the task I need to do in my IT job. So I divide those on basis of priority. So high priority task I will do today. Okay. So after that, and what I normally do is I try to finish off everything by 7 or 7:30 p.m. IST, and after 7:30 p.m. IST, even if my colleague or someone calls that Saptarshi, please let us do this task, I try not to attend, not to entertain those calls. Okay, unless my manager calls. If I avoid my manager, I'll be fired, right? So I have to take. If my manager calls me after 7:30, I have to attend that. But if my colleague calls, I normally avoid it because that time I again sit with my business. Okay, and sometimes what happens is my manager even called me around 11:30 or 12 at night. Okay, so that time I don't take the calls as an excuse that I'm sleeping. Okay, although I'm not sleeping, but I give excuse that I went to sleep because you can't see, you are a human. Okay, so you are a human, like you have to take care of yourself. Like the IT companies, they're only after money and nothing else. They are not concerned about your health, well-being, nothing. They are just concerned about profits. Okay, so you need to be a bit strict, and you need to say no. Okay, so that's the thing. So yeah, so if my manager calls at 11:30 p.m. at night, then I avoid. But if my manager calls between 7:30 p.m. and 11:30, then I have to take. Okay, so because else I'll be fired. So after 7:30 p.m., I try to what I do is I try to again sit with the business, and I try to I try to sit with the action part of the business. Okay, so now what I need to do, like we need to put our ads on various social media platforms, and we need to learn all those things and all. So that's the portion of the business I sit with after 7:30 p.m. And I'll tell you one thing, don't try to do all tasks or everything in a single day, be it in your job or be it in your business. Small, consistent efforts daily will lead to huge returns one day. Even if you try to do 1% daily, after 1 year you will finish 365%. Okay, see the huge difference. So, but you need to do it daily, little little. So that is my motive, and that's how I schedule my job and business daily. I manage both. So
Awesome.
thank you, Kavya.
That's good. Thank you, Saptarshi. And yeah, I think one thing we have to learn from Saptarshi is to say no when required, right? So you can't say yes for everything, right? So even if you're working at your 11:30 p.m., you're getting the same salary. You're not getting anything extra there. So why sacrifice your own life, right? Like that's what I told about letting your 9 to 5 consume your life, right? So you should not do that. Give 9 to 5 for your 9 to 5 job. After that, have a strict schedule that you have to work on yourself, your own life, right? So your managers or your company will not come and pay you extra for working those 1 hour extra that you're doing at your home. So always keep that in mind. So look for like have a schedule and try to work on your own business, build a own business, build a side hustle with your job, and maybe in the next 2 or 3 years you can have this as your full time. There are a lot of people, like thousands of people who have done that in our community, who started this business when they had 3 jobs and they still found time for this business, right? They were working 3 jobs, they found time for this business. Why did they give the time for this business with their 3 jobs? Because they knew that this business can change their life. After like 1 year into this business, they've quit all 3 jobs and they're doing this business full time. So that's the possibility, right? So you'll have to think of that. So yeah, that's about it for today. The moral is, the summary of this chat is that you can have your 9 to 5, but 9 to 5 will not take you anywhere, right? So you can just pay your bills and your bills keep accumulating, it keeps growing, and your salary will stay the same, right? If even if you're getting like increment after 1 year, 2 years, your bill will be more than your salary always. That's what we have always found, right? So if you want to exceed, if you want to come out of that loop, you have to do something different. And not it does, the different doesn't mean that you have to go for 3 jobs. No, you have to start something of your own, where your finances can depend on your effort, right? The more time and effort you give for your business, you can write more paycheck for yourself, right? Your paycheck should depend on you, not on others. So try to build something like that. And this opportunity is a gold mine, I can tell you. And like Vimal said, we give you everything, all the information end to end, right? So even if you don't have any information of starting an online business, this opportunity can give you the information from zero, and you don't have to worry about going out and exploring things. You will get everything in one place. So if you are somebody who are looking for something, like now Deepa sorry Deepa, I keep telling Deepti, sorry. So like how Deepa said, if you've been looking for some opportunity for years now, and even like Andrews, right? So if you're looking for something for years now, and if you're still not found, maybe this is the opportunity for you. Maybe this is what you are looking for. So explore more about this opportunity. Your first step will be to go and watch a free workshop. So go to our website, register with your name and email ID, and watch a free workshop. Even after watching the workshop, you'll have to pay the $149. And again, like Vimal said, if you're just looking for free options out there, you're just getting bits here and there. You have to pay for something, right? If you want information, if you want to start something seriously, you need to pay for that. So just go watch a free workshop and take the next step. Okay. So
Kavya,
will be
can I add one sentence? Like most of us, extra from our job, we are looking for one business, right? So the work that from the work for per hour, we are getting our salary. So if you are looking for something like extra than our work, you should get per hour more than what we are getting from the work. You understand? So otherwise, what we are trading still our time for our business. So we should get more. Otherwise, why we should invest for business? So like if you are doing some low ticket business, it will not satisfy. We are still spending giving out 3 hours extra in with our family, say we are saying. But if you are not earning that much per hour, it is no use. So our business is example for per hour, whatever is your job, you will be getting more than that per hour for this business. So we should look for that kind of opportunity, not for any low ticket options. Yeah.
So yeah, so we spend very less time on this business, but you can still earn more than a nurse or a doctor who is living in US, Canada, who is earning that much. You can actually exceed that earning from this business, and you're putting very, very less time, like 2 to 3 hours maximum per day can give you that. So like Deepa said, so you have to look for good opportunities, and this is one of them. So you can explore more about us, explore more about the opportunity, take your next step, take that small risk, pay the $149, and only then you'll get all the information. So I would suggest you go ahead and pay the $149 and explore more, and then we'll connect again on the other side. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. We'll connect again tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.